Gofication is without a doubt one of my most played games on the Wii back in the days, and therefore holds a lot of nostalgia for me. To the activities, to the resorts, to decorating my villa, or to play with friends, Gofication was that game for me in the Wii era. So if you're not familiar with Gofication, what the hell? Gofication is a party video game developed and released by Bandai Namco Games for the Wii in 2011 and later also got ported to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. In this game, up to 4 players can compete against each other in over 40 sport-based minigames that take place in one of the 4 island resorts. The minigames and activities range from mini golf and surfing to even snowball fights and bucketball. All in all, I have crazy nostalgia for this game, and till this day I'm very happy that I played this game so much as a kid. Now that I haven't played it in a couple of years, I really want to play the game again to see if the game is as I remembered and to look back at the fun times on the island. So join me on my look back at one of my most played and most nostalgic games on the Wii, Gofication.
In the sea. This is where all our dreams come true, and we're gonna see forever through.
So the first thing I did to really relive this game was deleting my save data on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe not such a great idea, but hey, how difficult can it be to 100% this game? Oh my... yeah. There's a lot. The first resort you can explore in Gofication is the Marine Resort. The Marine Resort offers mostly water-based activities with a tropical island vibe because, you know, it's a whole ass beach. As a kid, this was one of my favorite resorts because I was such a big fan of the summer season, and this is by far the area that mostly represents the summer. Now that I don't really like the summer anymore because each year it gets warmer and warmer, I still like this resort, but I don't like the season anymore. The Marine Resort is the ideal resort to introduce you to the game and the island in my opinion. It is not the most advanced resort and most of the chests are pretty easy to find, but it is fun. And exploring this resort and playing all these activities made me super nostalgic, and I think this is a great resort to start the game with. After collecting 4 stamps in your stamp dash, you get access to the city resort. And oh boy, this is by far still my favorite resort of the whole game. I can remember when I first got into the city resort, my eyes widened with excitement because I am personally a really big fan of big buildings and large cities, so you can already imagine this was by far going to be my favorite resort. Exploring this resort when I was younger was one of my favorite things ever, and till this day I know the entire city layout and know where all the activities are. I really like that you could use inline skates or a skateboard to traverse into the city, but man, if we just could have got those racing cars as a vehicle. But nonetheless, I will always have a special place in my heart for this resort because of the aesthetics and just my first impression when I saw the entire resort. Also, the music in this resort is so good. Like, this banger got me jumping as a kid in the living room. What I really like about this resort, of course, in every single resort, people are walking, talking with each other and exploring the resort, but it gives the city resort just so much life. And when I was younger, I thought that every NPC was somebody that actually played then, so I was always trying to skate besides them, which now I of course know that they were just NPCs. Yeah. There's just something about this resort, especially at night when you see all the buildings light up, and I don't know, it is truly something else. After you have collected 8 stamps in your stamp dash, you get access to the Snow Resort. The Snow Resort was, when I was younger, by far my least favorite, because I despise the winter so much. I know, a very good reason to dislike a fictional resort, but hey, I was 6 or something at the time, so don't blame me. Now that I of course played Gofication also on the Switch when it came out, it became one of my favorite resorts of the whole game. I really love the cozy vibes of this resort and really like to explore this resort, because I think I still haven't seen all that this resort has to offer, because there are just so many nooks and crannies. Also, one of the most fun things to do in the whole game is gliding from the mountain with a snow tube. The first time I did this was when I first arrived in the Snow Resort, when I bought the Nintendo Switch version, because when I was younger and played the Wii version, I never wanted to go back to the Snow Resort because simply I hated the winter. But looking back, this resort is so much fun, and it literally takes like 3 minutes to go from the top to the bottom, and even here you can see people also gliding with snow tubes, which made it not feel very lonely in a sense. After collecting 12 stamps in your stamp dash, you can go to the Mountain Resort. When I was replaying the game, this was the only resort where I had a whole different feeling than that I remember. Don't get me wrong, I really like the resort and love to explore the resort, but this resort is, I think, my least favorite because it has by far the weakest activities of all resorts. But besides that, I really love this resort. I love the rocks in the shape of a Pac-Man. That's literally peak fiction right there. And the same with the snow resort, but instead with a snow tube, you could go down the whole mountain with a kayak, which I did over and over again when I was younger. Also, this resort has the best vehicle selection of any resort, purely because in this resort you could actually drive a car. We definitely also needed this for the city resort. Also, this resort is stunning when you want to explore the mountain resort and choose the sunset option. It is so beautiful. Lastly, after collecting 20 stamps, you get your own villa and you can go to villa grounds. Here you can customize your villa with a variety of items, which they really didn't need to add in the first place, but I'm so happy they did. You can also unlock so much furniture and exterior options with keys, which you get from completing certain challenges in activities in the Wii version, or with leveling up and daily gifts in the Nintendo Switch version. I spent so much time when I was younger at the villa grounds just decorating my villa and hoping it came out somewhat nice, but in the end it was always dog water, so there are just so many interior and exterior options that I didn't even have most of them on the Wii version. This is such a nice inclusion within the game, and one of the reasons the game holds even more nostalgia for me than it already did. About the activities, I personally really like most of the activities in Go-Vacation, but you can quickly tell that there are some weaker ones and that they prioritized more activities above the quality. First of all, you have the activities where you need to show some tricks and nothing really more. I personally don't really like these ones, especially the ones where you are literally done within 15 seconds. In my opinion, I think the activities are pretty well chosen for each resort. It represents what the resorts have to offer or the vehicles you can use in that specific resort. However, as I previously already said, I would never go to the mountain resort because of the activities. Most of the activities in the mountain resort are just not that memorable or fun compared to the other resorts. There are of course some fun ones, but literally almost half of them are kind of the same and are involved with shooting. The city and snow resort have, in my opinion, by far the best activities in the game. Of course, there are also here some weaker ones, and everyone's opinion is different, but I feel like city resort has really goofy but super fun activities. Besides those trick-based activities, of course, they are literally dog shit. And the same goes for the snow resort. I was a little upset when I saw that the dancing activity was gone and that it was stuck with the Wii version, because it's kind of scary, but after 13 years, I still know these dances. What the hell? This was by far my favorite activity when I was younger, so when I saw it nowhere on the stamp dash, you can imagine that I was a little bit disappointed. But the dancing activity was not the only activity stuck in the Wii version. You also got a sword fighting activity, which sadly also is not in the Nintendo Switch version. I think they are both missing because those activities are mostly motion based and not really button based, but instead of those two activities we got fishing. Yay! Besides some activities, there are even more differences between the Wii version and the Nintendo Switch version. On the Wii version, everything was of course with motion control, and now with the Switch it has also become button-based controls. We also got those spots to take photos and an album to fill with all kinds of animals. Also, some things they added were daily presents, daily challenges, extra dog breeds, new costumes, food trucks to eat at, which I still don't know the purpose of, local multiplayer on multiple screens, hint screens, these planes that sometimes are on the map, and maybe the saddest part, these dogs you could spam on the Wii version when the game was loading. I am going to miss these dogs forever! I always wanted to fill the whole screen with these dogs before the loading screen was over, but yeah, literally impossible. After playing all the activities, opening all 28 chests, exploring all the resorts, and reliving Go-Vacation for the 28th time, I can say that this game still is literal peak fiction. I think it's also a little bit because I have so much nostalgia with this game, of course, but this game is just so much fun. The game could have been way more fun though if it featured online play with the Nintendo Switch version, so that you could explore the resorts with friends and play all the activities with friends all over the world, but sadly they didn't. I think what makes Go-Vacation special is that the best part of the game isn't even the activities, but exploring the resorts themselves. When I was younger, I always found something new and couldn't focus on doing the activities or finding all the treasure chests because I was always distracted by something that I wanted to explore before doing an activity or finding a chest. I still love this game so much, and if you have not given this game a try, I highly recommend it. Of course, I probably like it way more because of nostalgic reasons, but believe me, it's not another generic sport minigame collection game. And that wraps up the video. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe because that helps me out a ton. And please let me know in the comments your most precious memories of Go-Vacation and what your favorite activities and resorts are in the game. And then hopefully till the next video. Goodbye!